Hi, welcome to the Improved Garage YouTube channel. Today, it's been a little bit since I recorded a video, so I'm gonna just do one. I'm just gonna wash the Mercedes and kind of talk a little bit about some of the stuff I've got coming up and things I'm working on. So it's been a bit since I recorded any videos. Honestly, I was editing some videos and I noticed that I was kind of breathing heavy in some of them, so I decided to start a diet. Kind of offended myself, I guess. So I decided that I would do something about it. So it's been like 2 weeks since I recorded anything, but I have. I mean, it's not even July yet. This is like it's June 27th today, and I think I have videos that are coming out in September already that are on YouTube and in the studio with a release cycle of every 4 days. So there's quite a bit of stuff up there. Quite a bit of stuff up there already. This is Koch-Chemie GSF, which I love. It's my favorite soap by far. It smells great. But anyway, like I said, I started a diet called Noom, N-O-O-M, and that's been working well. I'm down 14 pounds in 2.5 weeks, so I'm pretty stoked about that. This spray bottle is Brake Buster. Just spraying it full strength on the wheels. So, yeah, I've been working on that. When I moved to California, I was like 185, and I got up to about 225 working a desk job. So, I figure it's time to get back down to where I was. Before COVID, I tried keto, and I hated it. There are good parts about it. You could eat a lot of steak and bacon and stuff like that, but the amount of carbs that you're allowed to have is so incredibly low. You eat a piece of candy and it throws you out of ketosis and screws up your whole day. So I found that Noom isn't as limiting. So I figured I'd try it out, and it was hard for the first couple days, but feeling pretty good now, actually. 2 weeks into it, so there's that. Stepson's going for his driver's license on Wednesday. It's Sunday. It's his intention to buy the Mazda from me. So I'm gonna sell it to him for what I've got into it, which is about 1,200 bucks in total, which is fine. I don't need to make money on family. I know the used car market right now is a little crazy, and I could probably pull $2K out of it if I threw it on Auto Trader or something like that, but I don't know. It's a good first car. You won't need full coverage insurance on it because it won't make sense to repair it if something happens. So I'll pull that in and continue recording here. My garage is a little bit of a mess right now. So I'm going to have a couple episodic releases coming out, multi-part videos. I'm working on a test of different tire shines. I'm working on I'm going to do a video about a couple different wheel cleaners. I just found I had a pile of both of those things, and kind of always trying new things, you end up with half bottles of a lot of old ones. So my thought is I'll do a little multi-part test series, which those might be one episode each. The tires and the wheels, it just depends on how long it takes me to do it. Try not to release many hour-long videos on YouTube. The algorithms don't like it. I'm drying this off. Picked up this bench the other day at it's like a Werner paint step. Forget if it's Werner or what the brand is, but Werner makes one. I like it. It's nice. I got it for getting to the roof of this, the Scion. Other vehicles might be tall. Just makes it easy to know you've got everything and to polish. Historically, I've polished this from the top of a 4-foot ladder when I got it, so step would have been nice to have. You can kind of work your way. If you put that on one side, you can reach far enough. I guess it depends on your height and the height of the vehicle. I'm 5'10". This isn't very tall. So, yeah, so I'm working on that video, or those two videos for the tire cleaners and the wheel cleaners. I'm going to be doing a multi-part series on the Mercedes-Benz here. I'm going to do a sound system in it. For the last couple months, I've been primarily listening to podcasts when I'm in it because I was so far behind from working from home during COVID and all this other stuff, but now I'm back in work. I'm actually at the office. I'm spending a lot more time in my car. I drive about 40,000 miles a year on average, so if I'm going to be doing that primarily in this, which the Mazda's going to tack, the Corolla's being sold. That was always the intention of the Corolla. As soon as I get the title, it's going. I'm gonna have to do a correction series on that because I need to polish it up before I sell it. There's some interior stains and stuff like that I need to work on. So, Corolla series, a tire cleaner or tire shine series, a wheel cleaner series, system in the Mercedes series. I'm expecting that'll probably be 4 or 5 different videos. I'll go through the whole thing, planning my options, you know, kind of what I'm choosing and why, which I don't even know yet how I'm gonna do it. I'm kind of going back and forth on a couple different options. And once I get the equipment, we'll go over the equipment. We'll talk through the wiring and the layouts. Do the actual wiring in the car. Do the speaker installation. We'll do the amplifier installation. So, I'll talk about why the car needs it. So, that should be a pretty good series, and then yeah, so that's probably the next 20 to 25 videos I just laid out there. It's probably 4 or 5 on the Corolla, 5 on this. Tire and wheel cleaner series, a couple other things. So I'm going to be ordering a Rupes Hybrid Nano. Well, I guess it's a Rupes Nano with hybrid. They're 1.5 inch little polisher. So I'll get to test that out and talk about that. Why that's great or isn't great. I've honestly never used it. But there are a couple spots that I can't get into with the ones that I have, so just the 3 inch and the 5 inch. It's kind of the next logical step. And then if I really like it, I might go to I might try to find a cordless 3 inch, like a Flex or something like that. Move away from the corded. Probably throw my corded 3 inch on Obsessed Garage Marketplace or something like that. I'm sure it'll go pretty quickly. I'm gonna have to figure out something for bicycle storage. We kind of went crazy and bought a couple bicycles yesterday. So got myself a I have a mountain bike, a Klein, that I've had for years. I bought a BMX bike for myself to screw around with. Mostly because we have a 7-year-old and she's learning how to ride a bike. Hasn't spent a lot of time doing it. Didn't really have interest in it, but now all of a sudden does. So got her a 16-inch bike and got her riding it without training wheels. So something like a BMX bike is a little bit easier to just putz around our neighborhood on. Has street tires and stuff, so it's not destroying the tires on my mountain bike. I spent quite a bit of time with the Obsessed Garage rag system at this point. I like it, but I would, and he clearly states in the video that this is how he does it, but you know, he thinks these rags are great. Maybe you'll want to use them for other purposes and stuff. I might talk about that a little bit, what I like, and there's a couple that I would do differently, or that I will do differently in the future as I retire rags and they go to inside the house duty as time goes on. The drying aid that I'm using here is Bead Maker. I love the way it feels. It's just so incredibly slick, glossy. There are some people that complain about it because if the car is hot, especially if you're using a black car, if the car is hot when you apply it, it ends up semi-drying and you get streaks. But I find that if I apply it inside the garage without allowing the car to dry, well, without allowing the car to be hot, so I bring the car inside, it's wet, it's cool, I wipe it down with the towel, dry it off, and use the Bead Maker and kind of immediately remove it. It works well. I'm also going to be ordering a QNAP NAS for my Mac Mini, I guess, technically, but I have an old server in my closet that I'm going to be retiring that has all of my file storage. It's got about 30 terabytes of disk space on it right now. So I get an 8-bay QNAP that natively supports things like Time Machine and some of the other stuff that's a little bit nicer to have on the Mac side. My current server is hosting files and it's acting as a domain controller, so it's got logins for everybody in the house, but we're not really using it the way we once were. It used to be a way to have file shares mapped to the kids and stuff like that, because they all have these little SSDs in their computers, solid state drives that don't have a ton of storage. But at this point our internet's fast enough that they just download stuff as they need it and blow out all the games to install new ones and stuff, so they weren't really leveraging the server the way I thought that they might. So retire that, put a QNAP in, talk about that, selection, which one I picked, the drives. That's actually a really interesting conversation. Some more advanced concepts there, but you know, the difference between a home hard drive and an enterprise hard drive is pretty substantial when you get beyond like, when you get to like 6 terabytes or bigger. So we'll talk through that. But this needs to be cleaned, and it's just relaxing to do it. And talk a little bit to the video and get some of the things in my head out there, think through them. So anyway, stay tuned for some more videos. They'll be coming out shortly. Just gonna clean these wheels out. I do really like these wheel towels, and brake buster, which is what I just used on the wheel, is fantastic for wheel cleaner. Oh, and I ordered a grip 6 belt too. Not because I don't have any belts, just because I don't really care for the belts that I have. And grip 6 thinks that they solved all of the traditional belt problems, so interested in trying that. That'll be here next week. Talk about that in a little bit.